Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rene with Team Rene Real Estate, and thank you for tuning into our YouTube channel. This is all about you and how to understand the real estate market in Oakville, Burlington, and Hamilton. So key questions that you need to ask yourself before you think about selling your home. So the first thing you need to know is, where are you going? What is the plan moving forward once you sell this home? You really need to understand if you're going to be upsizing, downsizing, or just right sizing into a different area. The second thing is, you need to choose the right realtor, a very knowledgeable realtor who can help you and guide you through this next journey in your life. And you may want to look at your family, friends, word of mouth, reviews. Just finding the right realtor is so important, and it's not always about how big of a team they have or how many hundreds of billions of dollars they've done. It just comes down to a few things, and I think, are they likable, personable, knowledgeable, and can they negotiate? And one of my favorites is there a fit? Can you connect and actually have fun in this whole real estate process? The third question you should be asking yourself if you're thinking of selling is, what is the value of my home? And not just your home, but in this market. Maybe you had an assessment done a year ago or 6 months ago, but you really need to know what is the value of your home right now, because the market changes so much. And in the last few weeks, we have seen a ton of activity, and it's becoming more interesting because we're seeing a ton of bidding wars, higher prices, and less inventory. So when you're asking yourself about value, ask yourself how current that value is. Now, you need to know, how are your finances and how is your mortgage situation? Have you been pre-approved? Do you have the deposit that you're going to require and the down payment? Really important before you're thinking of selling your home and going to buy something. It's know your finances and all of your mortgage. Now, another question I get asked, and maybe you should be asking yourself too, is, should I buy or should I sell first? And this one comes up so many times. It's a really unique one, because in some cases, the most prudent thing to do, you need to sell first. You need to see how much money you're gonna get and then go put it down towards a down payment. Well, in some other times, in other markets, you need to buy first, because when the inventory is so low that if you do sell first and then you're really struggling to find that awesome home, well, if you don't find it in time, you may be settling for a home that you don't really like, or you may end up renting. So ask yourself, should you buy, should you sell? And again, that's where talking to a real estate agent who really knows what's going on is going to help. Another question is it a good time to sell now or just keep waiting? In this current market, it absolutely is a good time to list your home. The inventory has been coming down over the last few months. Prices have been going up. Buyer demand is back, and they're feeling good and confident because no rates have gone up in the last few months. And bidding wars are actually getting worse in some pockets. And I hate to say it, but we're seeing more bidding wars, more holding offers, and multiple offer situations. So it is a great time, and especially if in your neighborhood there is no inventory. That is an absolute green light, means go list your home. So should I update my home or just list it and sell it as is? Here's the thing. 3 to 6 months ago, sellers were doing absolutely everything that they could to make the house as appealing and as nice to get buyers in the door. Now, here's the thing. In this market, you don't need to do a major renovation and you don't need to do a lot of work. And I'm not saying sell it as is, but what I am saying is that the market has changed quite a bit, that what is more important than doing a renovation in the home is actually timing the market. If you have no inventory in your neighborhood, I would honestly just recommend maybe some paint if it needs it, a little bit of a fresh up, and some good decluttering, and get one of our designers to come in and give you the best tips. So we get asked this a lot. Should I sell my house privately? Here's the thing. If you're thinking about selling your home privately, you should still get an opinion from a professional realtor who's going to give you a solid market evaluation on what's happening in the market, in your neighborhood, and also maybe give you some tips in terms of What does your house need in order to make it pop more? Does your house need any extra work, or can you just list it and potentially get bidding wars on it? So speaking to a realtor before you're thinking of selling privately is very important. Over the last few years, we helped a lot of families get a lot more money and make the transaction very seamless before going privately. And here's the thing, if you're gonna go privately and you have a lawyer and the buyer's willing to give you market value or higher, then that's something that in some situations does come up, but it's always good to talk to a realtor, get an evaluation, and get some honest tips about what's happening in the market, because the private buyer is not going to tell you about bidding wars and not going to tell you about where the market is trending. So will the current interest rates affect the sale of my home? No. In this market, even though interest rates are kind of high, the buyer confidence is back, inventory is low, and right now we have a lot of buyers that have been on the fence and they've been dealing with their mortgage situation and trying to get all their pre-approvals in order. And the buyers that are actually out right now aren't affected by interest rates. They're serious, they've been pre-approved, and I think right now this market's just gonna keep getting hotter over the next few months. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content and would like to see more of it, also subscribe to our channel. And if there's something that we missed in this video, click the link in the description and we'd be more than happy to book a one-to-one and talk about everything and anything real estate.